You've started your unschooling journey, and now you're looking around wondering, what's the plan? Many parents are deciding to go this unschooling route for and with their kids, but they still need a plan of some sort. That's what makes us fall back on curriculum, right? It's familiar. We get nervous. We like having a plan, and even better, a plan someone else created that fits. But that's the problem. No curriculum company can individualize a plan for you. They're aiming for that bell curve for most kids that age, but it isn't individualized. I mean, we could do it together on a coaching call if you ever wanted that. I have a few clients that I've done this with, basing everything on kids' interests, your and their energy levels, what your community is like. So that is an option. But when you look around your house and think, okay, now what? Let's talk about that. So, as it pertains to your kids, this isn't going to look like school. It will really look like the reverse of school. Instead of pouring information into kids' heads and hoping they retain it, as unschooling parents, we're focusing on helping them explore their interests. And then, when they inevitably get to a stumbling place, lacking a skill or needing information, that's where we help them find resources. When kids have an end goal that they want, they're much more interested in working through what they need to get there. No more arbitrary, random factoids to memorize. Learning can be relevant. Another underlying idea is the recognition that humans are hardwired to learn and be curious. We want to know more, and that includes your kids. But we all want to have a say over the topics. Because you'll need it someday just isn't going to cut it. It never did, really, did it? Subjects weave through everyday activities all the time, even the basics. Actually, they're the basics because they do show up in daily life. And if they don't, do we really need to spend a lot of time in power struggles to make the kids jump through those hoops? Couldn't you wait until they actually need the information? I promise it will be much easier on both of you. So, as it pertains to you, this is where it's important to think about why you've chosen this option. What is it that you're trying to move away from? What are you trying to move toward? Taking a few minutes to think about this, it will give you clarity and it'll help you when you have a bad day. Because, yes, you're going to have days that frustrate you and make you second guess your decisions. But knowing your own why will bring you back to steadier ground. So these first few weeks are all about observation over orchestration. I know. We're a nation of doers. Our identities are so connected to our productivity levels. And that may be something you'll want to examine over the next few months. Maybe I can spend another podcast talking about why we all seem to value being productive so much. Let me know in the comments if this is an issue you're facing too. In the beginning of unschooling, when we're first starting, we're still worried we're not covering certain subjects. If we slow down and notice what the kids are doing, we'll see that learning is taking place. Again, it won't look like school, but if you can relax a little, you can see subjects weaving through activities. For example, let's take a Discovery Channel show that the whole family enjoys. It might touch on science with the marine biology or earth science and oceanography. Maybe then there's math, looking at measurements and depths of the ocean and sizes of animals and sunken ships and how they relate to each other size-wise. Social studies may come in there too with the history or the people who live with the ocean or the scientists that are studying it. And there's more science. Language arts and the story behind it all and the new vocabulary. Art would bring the visual aesthetics of the show, the graphics, the photography, and the videography. And technology, how it fits in with measuring and what they're sharing in the show and possibly looking up information on your phone while you're watching the show. Like, where have we heard that narrator's voice? It's like pulling a thread on a sweater when you're really into what's happening right in front of you. Instead of trying to coerce and control the learning experience, just go with the flow and watch so much of it unfold right there in front of you. So, how about this? Let's think about your first few weeks on the job, your unschooling parent job. What I want you to do is observe without interfering. I know you have great intentions, but just watch. Don't push anything. You're in a data gathering stage. What do they like? When do they seem more open to new ideas? What patterns are emerging in your home naturally? Why resist that? And then notice your own anxiety about it all. When does that pop up? What could you do to calm yourself? How could you gather more information and support so you don't basically ask your child to change what they're doing just to calm your anxiety? That's not their job. That's your job. So, over in my free unschooling checklist challenge, I shared 3 podcasts that might help you a little more. It's a 7-day email series that you're welcome to join. I can help you get started on this unschooling journey, and I'll put the link to join it below, plus the 3 podcasts that could help you. One of them is called The Lure of Curriculum. The other one is Your Unschooling Curriculum. And the third one is Thinking About Your Why. And my favorite way of helping people is through the membership group. With over 25 years worth of resources, group coaching calls, and an incredibly supportive community, you'll definitely get your money's worth of help. It's still set up where you join paying month by month, so you'll want to do that. Okay, that's it from me. If you get a chance, leave a review wherever you listen to this podcast or over at Google if you read from the website. That helps spread the word so more families can see that unschooling is an option for them too. I'll leave some links in the notes, and I'll talk to you again soon.